Shh, be quiet. There's comedy happening. All right, let's try this. Let's see if we can generate our own noise. What's up, Casa Grande? Woo! I said, what's up? Yeah! Hey guys, thank you. Sorry about the last second we had a technical malfunction. So we didn't pay the iTunes rent, I think. Hey everyone, great to have you here at Black Box Theater! Yeah! And my name is Ken, and we are so glad to have you here tonight. We are starting, tonight is starting off a series of monthly First Friday stand-up comedy shows. And so we hope that you'll have a good time tonight and you'll come back for more. Yeah. How many people here by round of applause? Is this the first time here tonight? A round of applause. Nice, nice. That was good. That's like, yes. I came to the golf tournament. That's good. Good, good. Well, thank you for coming. Anybody come from out of town? Anybody from outside? Like they drove on the 10 to get here? Anybody clapping? Just two of the comedians? Two of our acts tonight? Okay, good. So everyone's here from Casa Grande? Yeah. Woo! I'm talking about, you know, we do something every weekend. And we started in December 2010. I had a big afro and a pick. And it's all gone in that time. But we've been doing shows ever since. Tonight we have a great show lined up for you. We have, if you want to, we have beer and wine specials. If you need anything, this is Jessica over here. Say hi, Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
Yeah, Jessica will take care of you. Just give her a wave. Be nice to her. She works really hard. She's also a very funny improv actor as well.
And I take card.
Prove it. Prove it. Show me. This is the show me city. So good. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and hit it off. We're going to get this started. So we have three comedians tonight. Starting off tonight with a local comedian. He was involved in comedy before he came back, and we're glad to have him involved here. And then we also have. His name is Sammy J. Then we have Krytopher Royer and then Chris Bennett. Just a quick moment about Chris Bennett. He was our very first show on December 17, 2010. He headlined here.
Yeah! Right on!
There was 4 platforms and it was against the wall. And so things have changed and we're glad to have him back. So if you would, let's start with the golf clap. All right? And let's build it up to like college basketball bleachers. All right? And let's start the show off. Let's bring on Sammy J. Woo! Good. Keep it going for Ken, everybody. Come on. Come on. Keep it going for everybody. Come on. You ever taken a shit and it drained your energy so much that you had to take a nap afterwards? And I mean, like, you're passing out, wiping your ass. I really don't want to start my show this way, but I'm really tired. I'm pretty sure you don't want to use that bathroom. It's a lovely crowd tonight. It's nice. A lot of beautiful people out here. It's good to see. Give yourself a round of applause for being such a beautiful crowd. Woo! Except for you.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. Yeah. Can you do me a favor and not look directly at me during my set?
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I'm 40 now. I find myself doing things and listening to things that I wouldn't have done 20 years ago. Yesterday I was listening to Dr. Drew, and he had this child psychologist on there, and they were talking about how the problem with the youth today is that the students and the school systems are letting these students down. That the teachers and the school system are letting the students down. You know, I don't know, back in my day, teachers didn't have a problem telling parents that their kid was stupid. You know, maybe it's just me. I know my teachers told my parents I was stupid all the time. But not these days. These days it's the teachers. It's the teachers. You know, the reason I bring it up tonight is because if I'm not funny here, it's not me. It's all of you. Especially you. Especially you.
I'm sorry.
No, but you know, being 40, I started contemplating my own mortality. And, you know, I realized, you know, I want to go out like my grandfather, sleeping peacefully, not screaming like the passengers in his car. You know, but being 40 has its responsibilities. You know, I do things that I wouldn't have done when I was 20, like, you know, answer the front door. You know, when I was 20, that was a bill collector. You know, I'm 40 now. I answer my front door, and I'm pretty adamant about it. That's my front door. I'll answer it. It's my front door. Hey, get away from the door. It's my door. Who is it? And it's a Girl Scout. And she's about this tall. And she's about yay wide. And she's like, It's really hot out here. And I'm like, well, where are you coming from? She goes, oh, my mom's SUV. I look out, she's parked in the driveway. I'm like, are you okay? You want some water? She's like, oh, no, I'm good. I got a milkshake in the car. I'm really out of shape for 11. So I got some of these lemon things and some of the coconut ones. And my wife comes home and I'm all, oh my God, baby. I just ate 25 boxes of Girl Scout cookies. I'm really out of shape for 40. Now let me prove it. Gravity sucks. But you know, being a dad, it has its rewards, it has its moments. It has moments of hilarity. When my son was about 8 years old, we were out at the park having a picnic, you know, all of us out there, and the dog. It was quite the Brady moment. And the dog all of a sudden decided he was going to get excited. Out comes his red rocket. My 8-year-old son goes, what's that, Daddy? That's his boner. His what? His boner, his stiffy, his chubby, his hard on, his purple-headed yogurt slinger, medically known as an erect phallus. Honey, tell him. So my wife's like, you know, well, son, when the male penis gets hard, some idiots like to call it a hard-on. And he goes, oh, that's what it's called. Son, you're 8 years old. Do you get those? Only on the weekends. Me too, son. Me too.
Poor guy.
But you know, in 40 years, I've learned a lot of things. A lot of things. And in my experience, I've learned that police officers, while on duty, have no sense of humor. Yesterday, I come out of my house, my dog's sitting in the middle of the street. I'm like, buddy, what are you doing out here? Get in the house. Get him in the house. Give him some water, give him some food, walk out the door, lock it, turn around, there's 2 sheriff's deputies standing there. Sir, what reports of your dog chasing someone around on a bike? That's impossible. My dog doesn't even have a bike. They didn't even smile. They didn't even smile. Not one smile. But you know, for 20 years, I've been married. 20 years. My wife and I have 3 children. She can no longer have kids, so we're actually considering adoption. But you know, the only thing that's really holding us back is we can't decide on which kid to put up for adoption. But you know, the first 3 months, that was the toughest. The first 3 months, that was the toughest part of being a dad. It was tough, man. 3 months, maybe cried all the time. You know, teething every day, every night. Nobody slept. Finally, I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, you gotta help me. She said, well, have you tried Benadryl? I was like, no. Called her the next morning. I'm like, Mom, I took 3 tabs of Benadryl and the baby crying all night. She's like, you were supposed to give it to the baby. Your teachers always said you were stupid. So off to Walgreens I go, I get the liquid Benadryl, right? And I come back, I'm looking at the dosage, and it starts at 2 years old. I'm like, well, do some quick math in my head. Baby's 3 months. That's 1 tablespoon per month. 3 tablespoons of Benadryl. That baby slept for 16 straight hours. We had to wake it up to remind it to eat. It was like, ugh. You could have shook that baby, it wouldn't have woke up. Oh, that's where we're drawing the line. Okay. ODing the baby's okay, but don't shake it. Don't shake it. That's bad. Well, you know, if you didn't like that, you're not going to like the rest of my set. If abortion is murder, then aren't condoms kidnapping? And for that matter, shouldn't a blowjob be considered cannibalism? You know, I mean... And why is it that calling a man gay is the best way to emasculate him? You know, I mean, if you really think about it, a gay guy's like, I'm so manly that a woman doesn't do it for me. I need another man. That's how manly I am. You really want to emasculate someone? Go to his house on his birthday. When his whole family surrounded him, they set down the birthday cake. They got the candles all on, singing happy birthday. Step out and blow out all the candles for him. Let's see who sounds gay now. Because what's he really mad about? You stole my birthday wish. And seriously, what is it that I hear about babies being born gay? Come on, it's not like it's breastfeeding going, wow. I wish this was a dick. You guys are a great crowd. Thank you for coming out tonight. Next up, very funny man, Krytopher Rory. Let's put your hands together for a nice cast round welcome.
Oh, God.
Sammy, everybody.
Every time I hear it.
All right, good evening, Pastor Bennett. How's it going? Good. Thanks for having me, man. I really appreciate it. I like being down here. I like getting out of town a little bit. Oh, man. I've never done a show in Casa Grande before, so thank you. I asked Ken what it would be like. What's it going to be like to do comedy in Casa Grande? He told me it'd be like the first time I ever had sex. So, yeah, I know. So when this is over, if I'm crying in a corner over there, and this only lasts about 30 seconds, when you're all confused and none of us had a good time,
Boobs in the shot is always a good thing.
then we'll know that he was right. Man. I also was just, I went the other direction a couple weekends ago and I did a show up in Sedona. Have you guys been there? I love Sedona. It's so peaceful. But they get a lot of tourists, and I could tell because I drove past the church, and the church had a sign in front of it, and it said, "Visitors welcome, come in your jeans." And I was like, that's one hell of a sermon. I'm going to have to check that one out next time. So I'm from Gilbert, Arizona. Do you guys know where that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not too far from here. It's a very interesting and colorful place to live. So, well, presuming that your favorite interest is going to church and your favorite color is Caucasian. We have a lot of Mormons here. Do you guys have Mormons here?
It's funny because I'm white.
They're here in Casa Grande too. They made it this far? Yeah. That's fun. I didn't understand them. I'm from Pennsylvania. I grew up Catholic. We didn't know anything about yeah, right? Like no one went door to door. You know what I mean? Like knocking. Like, I mean the priests wouldn't. Well, like the priests would do that if they had to register.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't like growing up Catholic that much, really. I like Lent. Do you guys know what Lent is?
Yes.
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, a couple people are not Catholic, Lent is the 40 days and 40 nights that Father Tom would give up molesting me. Great. Which showed a lot of restraint on his part. Because at 5, I was a hot piece of ass. If you can't have that, but at the time, hey, we have a lot of Mormons there. They're an enthusiastic bunch. I like them. They're very good coworkers, great neighbors, top-notch designated drivers.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, they love church, and I don't mind. I mean, I don't care if people go to church. I just wish they had the decency to be annoyed by going like the rest of us. But they seem to really like it. And I realized that one morning when I was going out to Denny's and I was all hungover and shit. And the parking lot of all the Mormon churches, I passed like 5 of them, and they're all full. Every single one of them at 8 a.m. And service starts at 10.
Y'all, they tailgate church. Holy shit. They had a big screen out there with last week's sermon. Guys scalping tickets to the front pew. Pretty sure I saw a kid funneling holy water. For debt trading. You know what? It's a little interesting tidbit you might not know about Gilbert. They actually filmed an entire season of The Bachelor there. Yeah, it never got to air. They got down to the last 5 girls, and he was just like, all right.
I get it.
You can't bring a rose
Right
from
on.
home. That's cheating. Oh. Sorry, my mouth is so dry, and I'll explain that here real quick. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Krytopher. Obviously, I'm from Gilbert, Arizona. I'll be 37 on Monday. Okay.
Sorry.
Here we go. I'm left-handed, and I'm lactose intolerant, and I have ADD. So, I was recently diagnosed with attention deficit disorder, and I always like to just preface this up front. Like, you can laugh at that. Like, we're good. We're on medicine now. Everything's good. So for those of you who don't know what ADD is, it means I have a really hard time remembering things and I have a hard time paying attention to things. And they put me on medicine called Adderall. Does anyone here know what Adderall is?
Yep.
If you do not know what Adderall is, it's an amphetamine that makes you really, really focused on shit and gives you a ton of energy. And it's really good because it really helped me, so like we can laugh now. But like the first weekend was hilarious. Because my doctor was just like, I don't know, maybe you'll need 5 milligrams, 10, 30, it's hard to say. Just take it on the weekend, just take a bunch. A bunch is what he said, it's a medical term. Just take a bunch. He's like, please tell me how you feel on Monday. I was like, okay. Oh my God, folks, I don't know. So if you've never get a chance to take Adderall, I'll let you know. You've taken too much when it's midnight, you decide it's a good time to mow the lawn.
Yeah.
With a flashlight and a pair of child safety scissors. I had a ruler out there measuring every piece. At 1 in the morning, and I wish I was making this up, I was just wearing a pair of underwear, a pair of white sneakers, and I was vacuuming my ceiling. And I was like, God damn, this thing is dirty. What do you even do? And I was just vacuuming the whole ceiling in the middle of the night, and I was like, I should carpet this. The dust right here, that's what that will do. And I wonder if there's an all-night ceiling carpet place. You know what, there's another guy in Adderall out there, I bet you we got one of those. Sure we do. I was like, at 2 in the morning, I alphabetized my socks by smell. I calculated the square root of purple at one point. William Shatner is the square root of purple, and I can show my work. Oh my God. So the medicine helps, and I got it, and now we got the right dosage, and very focused, and I ran out after 1 month, and I went to the pharmacy to get some more, and this girl's like, I can't give you the medicine because you have to consult with the pharmacist. So I'm like, okay, just bring her out. I'm just texting my little brother, because I'm out of medicine. She goes, sir, you need to put down your phone and pay attention so I can consult with you. I'm like, you're just going to give me that medicine, that'd be great. She's like, I can't give you the medicine until you pay attention. I'm like, and I can't pay attention until you give me the medicine. We're in a standoff here, lady. I was like, why do I have to consult with you anyway? And she said, because I need to go over things with you that your doctor might have missed. I'm like, oh, I can see that would be beneficial because he went to Harvard. He's been a doctor for 40 years. I've gone to him for 10. And it just took you an hour to take the pills from the big bottle and put them in the little bottle. I don't think you're going to add anything to this fucking situation. I can see your Katy Perry t-shirt through your lab coat. Now give me my fucking pills! You guys, you get your prescription filled up fries too. Oh man. The Adderall, the kids in college take it because it helps them pass tests and stuff. You know what, I'm going to stop and say this real quick. I did a show in Tempe a couple weeks ago, and I said I had ADD, and 2 people cheered.
Right on.
I said I take Adderall, and 18 motherfuckers cheered. That is why I can only get a 30-day prescription. People keep selling this shit that, you know what? Anyway, my head hurts. I was like, I know a lot of you that know what that is that don't have that disorder. So kids take it to pass tests. And I'm going to tell you about the time that that it helped me pass the test. So the second weekend I was on it, I was driving home, I was coming down the road, and then I saw this, I dropped my iPod in the car, and then I swerved lanes, because I dropped my iPod and I reached out and picked it up. And so I got it, and I picked it up, and I'm driving, right? And then I see these flashing lights behind me, like red and blue. And so of course I pull Larry over because I'm a good citizen, because I'm like, oh, he's going to get a minority. I just, go get him, go get him.
Yeah.
Citizen. And then he pulls up behind me, and I'm like, oh no, I can't believe I'm going to get a DUI because I dropped my iPod. I'm like 0.24 drunk at this point, but it's not my fucking swerve, so don't judge. And so, and I'm like, oh my God, don't ask me to get out of the car, don't ask me to get out of the car. And so my doctor switched me to this time release capsule. And so he comes up and he's like, have you been drinking? And I was like, the alcohol's just like ready to say some like dumb shit. And all of a sudden the Adderall just surged into my brain. And I was like, yes, I've been drinking. Had 3 Pacificos, I think they're about 5.2 alcohol percent by volume. Had the salty senorita up there on Scottsdale Road. I had a chicken burrito, sour cream. It wasn't very good. I don't really think they're known for their food. I think they're known more for their atmosphere. He was like, get out of the car. And I was like,
I like that. I like that.
well, I was dialed in, And so all of a sudden I was like, please, don't ask me to walk a straight line. And I was like, oh, he's going to ask me to walk a straight line. I'm going to go to jail. I'm not going to be able to go to work tomorrow. This is going to suck. And he didn't ask me to walk a straight line. No joke, he did. He pulled out a pen and he said, can you focus on this pen? I was like, I can't not focus on that pen. That's the only reason I'm alive right now. Oh my God, it's fascinating. He was like, okay, you can go home. I was like, no, I can't, really, at this point. Unless you're going to get in the car and hold that pen out the window and drive to my house. I really don't know how I'm about to get there. And so I ended up going to jail that night.
Yeah.
I didn't get arrested. He just threw the pen in the back seat, and I just dove in after it.
I don't.
Oh, it's not all fun and games. I do regular drugs too. I don't know. I smoke too much pot. And there's kids here, I'll tell you, it's not a good thing. I don't want to advocate it. I'm not going to stand up there and tell you it's a good thing to do. Unless you're incarcerated. Which is but no, it's not a good thing to do because you think dumb thoughts and dumb shit happens to you, and like no one will believe you then. So, like the other day, I was in New York City and I was with my girlfriend, and she'll back me up on this. We're sitting on like Lexington Avenue, and this white Honda just screeches up to the curb. And no shit, did both doors open, right? Two Chinese people got out, ran around to each other's side of the door, got in, and fucking drove off.
Fire drill.
Oh, they actually do that! Oh, that's how the word comes from. No one's gonna believe me. Because I'm stoned, but seriously, I just saw one. It happened. That would be like getting into a fight with a Native American guy and throwing a punch at him, grabbing your wrist and going like this. It's like, oh my God, that's where it comes from. I knew you guys did that. Then there's the shit that I just shouldn't think. Like, not to harp on the Asians, but I was at the Diamondbacks game a couple weeks ago, and this Japanese lady came and sat in front of me and my friend Justin, and I was really stoned. And she had 4 hot dogs, and I was like, leaned over her shoulder, like, Justin, watch this, watch this. Watch her how fast she can eat these hot dogs. Kobayashi, I've seen this guy. I've seen this before. She's going to dip it in the Coke, she's bringing it, she's just throwing this. And I was actually leaning over the lady's shoulder, and then I saw her hand them to the 3 kids with her. I'm like, yeah, that makes way more sense.
No.
But like in this brain, that was actually about to happen. Like I was ready for it. I think the dumbest thing I ever did though was I was at my friend Timmy's house, and I was just sitting there baked, and it was a Sunday, we were watching sports, and I looked over and I saw he had, I was like, man, it's getting late, and I looked at the clock in the kitchen, and I said, man, it's already 3:75. It's 4:15, holy shit. He's like, yeah, it's, you're looking at the oven's on, you stone loser. And I'm like, oh. Once again, it makes so much more sense than I was thinking.
Yeah.
But I was so proud of my math. Like at that point in time, I was like, yeah, I figured that out. That was pretty sharp. And so, I got him back though. So that day, he was all drugged up, and I was flipping through his photo albums, and I found a picture of him in high school, and he had hair, and it was all spiky with frosted tips. And I was like, that is the gayest thing you have ever done. And he's drunk, and his defense was, no, it isn't.
Oh, shit.
And you blew a guy in the bathroom at a Cher concert? Because frosted tips is pretty gay. I said that at the show in Sedona. I shit you not, you can't make this stuff up. A guy comes up to me after the show and he goes, "Oh my God, that is so funny. I blew a guy in the bathroom at a Cher concert once." And he goes, "And I wouldn't frost my tits." So it's pretty funny.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The other thing I like to do is like I watch a lot of TV and stuff because that's about the ambition level I have. And like I don't know, I just sit there and I just think the dumbest shit. Like, is there a black person here? God damn it! Casa Grande,
No.
you couldn't scrounge up one.
Not in Casa Grande.
Jeez, you got the night off. So anyway, I was watching this TV commercial, and it was the most racist thing I ever saw. But like my head, I was so focused on it, and I was like, "This is." Have you guys seen that commercial for the Golden Corral? Where there's a white couple in the front of the SUV. You guys know what the Golden Corral is? It's a buffet. Yeah. It's a buffet, and they'll give you a lot of food for very little money. And they expressed this in the commercial. Apparently, they transported the guy from Mad Men into 2012. I was like, "What's the most racist shit you could come up with?" And so there's a white couple in the front of the SUV, and they look to the back, black couple in the back, and they go, "You're gonna love this new restaurant. It's a little pricey though." And the black couple in the back locks eyes and nods their heads, opens up their doors, and they tuck and roll out of a moving car. And they pop up and they land in the parking lot of Golden Corral. They're like, "Well, hot damn. Or a Golden Corral. That'll save some money." And these get their legs. They've seen the commercial. I'm not exaggerating. Right. And I was like, that is giving a pretty bad misconception of black people that they are good at escaping from white people. Because they're insane. I watch Cops. I've had the History Channel. They're just not good at that. He's like, "That's funny." These are the thoughts that generally keep me pretty single.
That was great.
Oh man, it's weird being single because I have to like live by myself now. And when you live by yourself, you have to like show people, like give people the tour of your shitty house now. And that sucks because people come in and you got to feel like that you're on MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
You know? And everyone always takes you into the bedrooms and they're always like, "This is where the magic happens." Well, there's not been a magic show in my bedroom since I moved in. My version of Cribs would be like, "And this is my computer room. There's a puppet show here 3 times daily."
Oh shit! That was great.
Oh my, and it's hard to meet girls and stuff, you know? Like I tried meeting a girl at a comedy show, and I thought we were digging each other, and I went in for my move, and she looked at me and she said, "Oh my God, Krytopher, I love you." She's like a brother. I was like, that's so weird, because I love you like a creepy uncle, maybe? Like your 6-pack of Pabst.
Ooh, that's kind of weird.
Oh man. I don't know. I tried to meet a girl at the grocery store and stuff. I tried to impress her, you know? I tried to think of like what kind of stuff I can put up on the thing to try and impress her. Like on the belt. Because the one time I went up and all I had, no shit, and that's when I realized like I needed to get my shit together. All I had was 4 Lonely Man dinners and like 3 boxes of tissues.
Yeah!
I'm like, you can see in her eyes the beats go by like eating alone, and oh hey, puppet show. And there's gonna be a puppet show. I'm like, hey, that 3rd box is for when I cry myself to sleep. You don't know me. Oh man, so we're dating now. You know, you got to go in and you know think like what can I put up there to impress her? You know, like champagne, you know, and caviar. And she's like, I didn't even know this Walmart carried caviar. I'm like, I found it in the bait section. Imagine it's pretty good. I have to pay with my American Express black card, which is just my debit card that I took a Sharpie to. But and then the toughest part though is then like when you start dating a girl at the grocery store like that, is then like when she finds a receipt in your pocket from another grocery store, and she thinks you're cheating on her. I know, that sucks. Like, who's Bethany? Who's this whore that works at Fry's? And I'm like, oh. And now I'm like, what kind of shit am I gonna have to put up on this aisle belt to make her know that I want to break up now? And so I just went in and just put up camping equipment, and she's like, oh, we're going camping. I'm like, yeah, and I just put up duct tape and garbage bags, and the 4th season of Dexter. Going back to the self-checkout for a while, I guess, folks. Oh my. See? I don't know. I don't miss the sex that much. I miss romance. You guys, you know what I mean? Like, you can duplicate sex, but like romance is hard. Like, I want romance in my life, and that's the most difficult part. I miss that. And so some nights, like, I have to make my own romance and like turn the lights down, turn on candles, even though I'm the only one there, pour a glass of wine, and I put little flower petals up to my mouse pad, and then I was like, there's no puppet show tonight. I'm making sweet, sweet love to myself. And I think I like me, I'm not gonna lie. The cat's out of the bag. I think I like me. Because I mean, not for nothing, but I woke up the next day, and I was already up making myself pancakes. I must be pretty good. The only reason I'm even single, though, is because I'm divorced, mostly. Yeah, that's fun. My divorce anniversary is coming up. Is that a thing? Yeah, August 17th, right? That's fun. So I'm registered if anyone wants to get me a gift. I'm kidding. I got my dignity back, and that was enough. And so it's weird getting divorced. It's not a lot of fun. It's not bad, it's just not fun, it's just boring as shit. So if you haven't done it, I wouldn't recommend it. When you get married, there's a cake and there's dancing, and it's like the divorce is just a guy and he stamps a piece of paper, and there's not a lot of ceremony to it. And it's not even that bad. You get used to it. You wake up your shit, you move into a shitty neighborhood and stuff like that. But the worst part was all the dumb questions that people ask you after your divorce. Like, it's just the way people treat you afterwards, and just all the ridiculous things people say because they like can't fathom the idea of being broken up and stuff. And I had to write them down. I'm not, but like seriously, I actually started writing down all the dumbest questions people ask me. You're too young to be married for 11 years. How did you? Okay, I'll tell you right now. I Shawshanked myself at 24, and it took me 11 years to tunnel my way out of that shit. What else do people ask me? 2 days after I was divorced, my sister said, "Hey, you think you'll ever get remarried?" Yeah, I already kind of know how it ends. I would just skip to the end. I'll find a chick who hates me and buy her house. That's the faster way to do that. Oh man, people ask me. I like this one. People ask this one a lot. How did you know when it was over? I heard that a lot. And I think the one night when she was in bed and she was sleeping and she was snoring and she kind of like stopped breathing for a second. She went, and I woke up and went. And then she started breathing out. I was like, that's probably a sign that it's over. I think I knew people were like, how do you know we made the right decision? That was a question I got a lot. I think I knew I made the right decision when I haven't worn my seatbelt in like 10 or 11 years. And when I was leaving the courthouse, I got in my car and I drove off, and I just realized I subconsciously put my seatbelt on. I'm like, holy shit, I got my will to live back. Damn, I care if I'm here tomorrow. That's something. People are like, aw. Like, no, it wasn't a good marriage. It's okay. Don't mourn it. It's okay that it's over. What other questions do people ask me? There was a lot. I like this one. Did you cheat on your wife? I get that a lot. Thank you for questioning my fidelity. And no, I didn't cheat on my wife. I can't believe people even ask that. Because that's like what kids do. That's like in high school, and they cheat and they hook up, or whatever kids do. And I'm a grown-up, I had an affair, like a fucking adult.
Okay.
Christ's sake. People ask me that all the time. And I was like, okay, what else the hell they ask? Are you guys still friends? I get that a lot. And I think we are. I think she's rooting for me. And just the other day, she sent me the sweetest text that said, I hope you're happy now. That she cares about my happiness still to this day. People ask me, what do you miss the most? I think I miss fighting. I miss fighting, and I miss like cute nicknames. I think I miss that. So like you guys probably have cute nicknames for each other and stuff, right? Yeah, like what do you call them?
Honey bunny.
Honey bunny. Aw, that's so cute. I called my wife Honey too at the time because she was so sweet, and she called me Pooh Bear. because I just like to wear a red t-shirt and no pants or underwear. That was my look. I like that look.
That was good.
She called out.
That was good. That was good.
And then people ask me what I miss. I miss fighting because we didn't really fight. We would just do like, you guys know this, right? Because you guys don't fight. You don't like yelling and screaming. We would just do passive aggressive shit, just like things around the house that the other one hates. And then you would know that they're mad at you, and then you wouldn't talk it out like adults. You would just do other shit that you know they hate.
Yeah.
Okay, case in point. So I wake up one morning, she used the last of the toilet paper, it doesn't replace the roll. So I know she's pissed at me, because I hate that, so now I know she's mad at me, so instead of talking to her, I just gotta find something she hates and I gotta do that. So then I peed in the shower.
Oh.
Which is especially childish since I wasn't taking a shower at the time. But she was in the shower. So I'm kidding, she was taking a bath.
Yes!
Oh my gosh. You know what, Casa Grande, you guys are a lot of fun. I think I'm gonna wrap up. Thank you so much. My name is Krytopher. I am delighted to introduce your headliner. He has headlined Stand Up Live. I've seen him recently headline the Tempe Center for the Arts, and he's tours all over California, Arizona, and the entire Southwest. Please give, and you've seen him on the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Famous people here at Casa Grande. Please give it up for Chris Bennett.
Yeah!
All right! We're gonna do this! Woo! All right! Woo! Yeah, you guys are looking sexy tonight. You guys are the sexiest crowd I've ever seen.
Thank you.
And you are welcome, sir, in Casa Grande. He's trying to take all the credit for being sexy. You don't get any of the credit.
I know, I don't deserve it.
Only these people. Wow. I like to walk very close to the edge of the stage, so if I do fall off, you get an extra bonus for free. That would be awesome.
Oh, this guy's great.
Look at that, I'm a pro. I learned, oh, there's a dog here. Did anyone else notice that, or just me? It's so adorable, but it's like, I'm glad I'm not drunk. There's two dogs here?
You are drunk, here's the second one.
Oh, Jesus, she reached under your chair. I was like, what do you have under your butt? You snuck in a dog. Oh, that was adorable. That's going to be my hardest audience member tonight. So it just won't even look at me. I brought a treat. I learned some, oh, that was a cute sneeze. Did you hear that? That was adorable. Bless you. Was that you?
Yeah.
Oh, you should get a job for being a cute sneezer. Yum, 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 yum. What was I going to say? I learned something today. I learned there are some questions you want to answer fast. And some questions you want to answer slow. Like if your wife asks if you love her, fast. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't be slow. Don't be like, do you love me? Yeah. Don't do that. But if someone's like, what's the name of that date night drug? Slow. Don't be an eager beaver to that party. What's the name of that date? Rubina, holy crap! How do you know that so fast? I probably can tell by looking at me, but I like the rap.
Huh?
Probably
The rap.
tell. Yeah, well, you know I'm serious about it when I call it the rap. But there was a famous rapper. His name's LL Cool J.
Yes, he licks his lips like 1,000 times a day, and his lips never get chapped. Never. He's on CSI. He's going, and the girls love it. They're like, oh, it's so sexy. When I lick my lips that much, I get arrested. Hey, what's your... But he had a song where it was, Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. And that song would have been written a lot differently if he was raised by my mama. Instead of Mama said knock you out, it would have been, Mama said, just ignore him. Oh, genius. Genius.
He's probably just jealous. Because you're so handsome. You have such nice black hair. So nice. Oh, you're gonna be a lady killer. That's probably why he's so jealous.